So now if we find the probability that the mean salary of the sample of 40 CEOs, the sample, well, we assume that was 3 point, oops, I got mixed up. We said the average was 139,000, and we said the standard deviation, we're going to use 7.115. And now if I want to figure out the probability that those 40 CEOs, the sample of the 40 CEOs, have a mean between 137,000 and 145,000. Again, the graph just to demonstrate. With a calculator, you really don't need the graph, but if you use in the book, it turns out to be essential. 137 is below. Again, for the calculator, we don't care much, because on the calculator, you just say, well, distribution, normal CDF, the lower 137, the upper 145, the average is 139, and 7.115. And there's my probability. And it turns out to be roughly 41% chance of that happening. About 40%, give or take. So this is 41.11% chance of that happening. Now, if they say, hey, given a sample of 40 CEO salaries, what mean, you're looking for the mean, what mean salary does the top 10%, when they give you a percent, they're giving you this area. If this is 10%, this is 90%, right? So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my inverse, if you remember. If they gave me the area, instead of a normal distribution, I'll use an inverse normal distribution. They say you want an area of 0.10. The average, we said, was 139. The standard deviation was 7.115, if I remember correctly. 115, correct. And do you want the area? We want the area to the right. Tell me what that value is, and it tells you 148,111. So if I copy that, be careful how you round this, because this is in thousands, you guys. So if you really think about it, this is $148,118. $118.24. And if they ask, what is the probability that the mean salary of the sample is less than 120,000? Well, okay, the average is 139,000. 120,000 again. This graph is just for reference. So if I go by my normal distribution, LCD, well, the lower is -1, that's right. And the upper is 120. The average is 139. And if I remember correctly, 7.115 was the standard deviation. Tell me what that probability is, and that is 0. Oops, let me cut and paste so you could see what that is. So that is 0.38%. That's less than 1%. They say, is this unusual? Well, it is less than 5%, so this is unusual, yes. it is unusual. Remember the cutoff line we said if it's less than 5%, it's less than 1%, therefore it's very unusual. And that's pretty much it for this section.